Are we at war with Venezuela now? Seriously? The Trump administration is saying that we're in an armed conflict with drug cartels, and that the president has the authority to conduct strikes against these drug smuggling efforts. Here's the thing, folks. We're not at war, okay? If we are at war, the president has to uh, ask Congress for a declaration of war or what's called the authorization to use military force. Authority for military operations comes from Congress, not the president. It's in our Constitution. And it's really important piece of our Constitution because those members of the military need to know that Congress and the American people are behind them when they're going into battle. This is like really important and sort of basic American principle here. So what's happened? The president has ordered the military to conduct strikes on these suspected drug smuggling boats in South America. All right. Right now, there's been 13 strikes. The numbers might be, changed by the time this comes out. So far, we know that the military has killed 57 people. We don't know who the people are. We don't know if the boats were carrying drugs. We don't know if they're fishermen. We have nothing because the Pentagon hasn't provided any evidence for its claims at all. They've said the vessels that were carrying these people were also transporting drugs. Well, no evidence. A lot of these boats are so small they could never even reach the United States anyway. They're too far away. And more importantly, Congress has not authorized these lethal boat strikes at all. Right now, the administration has only briefed the Republicans in Congress and not the Democrats, which is also something like super odd and really un-American. You got to be able to brief all of Congress. That's the American people. You don't hold back. You only, talk to one side of the American people. That's just not how things work. And meanwhile, they're building up troops in the region. We have something like 10,000 troops, 12 Navy ships. The USS Gerald Ford is in the region. Fox News reported that the Navy is now set to have 14% of its combat fleet within the Southcom AOR. What's that? That's the Southern Command. That's South America's area of responsibility. That's a very high percentage of our fleet to be in that area. That's just not normal. The Wall Street Journal reported that there are B-1s over near Venezuela. The president denies this, but now we've got the CIA doing covert operations in the area. Look, I don't agree with Rand Paul very much, but he has been right on a lot of these issues. And he said, and I agree with him because it's true, the Constitution says that when you go to war, Congress has to vote on it. We don't have any evidence that these folks are at war against us. Congress has not voted on this, and it's a real problem. And this is also why we need a free and independent press corps at the Pentagon, because all we're getting out of the Pentagon right now is just a bunch of talking points, and we can't even ask questions. So the American people and the press can't even ask questions. They're not briefing Congress about this. It's really un-American. It's very dangerous, and we all need to pay attention.